What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Eli the House Guy. Thanks for checking in with me today. In this video, we're going to talk about success, a little bit of problem solving, and the right mindset that it takes in order to make it. So, this is really about me. I'm going to tell you guys kind of how I did this. So, I went from sleeping on the streets, sleeping in storage facilities, to not making anything less than $100,000 per month, flipping houses. Year to date, I've probably done already 25 deals, and in my lifetime and career, I've flipped over 100 houses. So I'm going to talk to you guys about what it takes to make it happen and turn your life around from where it was or where it is upside down. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So check this out. 6 years ago, almost 7, it'll be 7 years on October 3rd. 7 years ago, I was a hard-headed, knuckle-headed, smart mouth, uncoachable young man. Nothing anybody told me was going to be sufficient enough for me to listen to and adhere to so I can actually apply the lessons that I was being given. Anyone can come to you and tell you, you should do this, you should do that, or you should do this and that. But one thing that I learned in all this advice that I've been getting from all these different places is that if you wouldn't trade places with the person that's giving you advice with, don't take their advice. The reason why I say that is I actually took the advice of someone that didn't have my best interests at heart. That actually landed me in a position where everything that happened to me was everyone else's fault but my own, right? So the problem that I had a long time ago when I was broke, I was living on the street, I had nothing going on, and maybe some of you guys could relate to this. Maybe you can't, but maybe you're in a hard position in life right now, and it's not the way you envision your life to be. You envision your life to be, successful, driving a nice car, maybe with a nice husband, nice girlfriend, nice boyfriend, nice wife, living in a nice house, taking care of your kids, making sure your family's fed. You might have these dreams and aspirations, but if you don't have what it takes in order to realize where you're at and do an inventory check, then you're never going to be able to solve that problem. So what do I mean? 7 years ago, I used to be on drugs. 7 years ago, I used to be crazy in love with women and their bodies. And when I say in love with women, it wasn't for who they are, it was how they looked. It was all superficial, it was very shallow. Right? I used to be chasing the next high, whether that was the next girl or the next hit of the latest drug, the next party. I was chasing those things, but to what end? When I ended up homeless, that was when I had a reality check, and I had to realize that listening to people like my friends that were going nowhere, listening to people that gave up on their dreams, listening to people who really did not take their life as serious as it could be for themselves, for their families, or for anyone else around them that might be important. If I wouldn't have taken their advice, I wouldn't have been in that position. But the beauty in being in that kind of a position is that you have the opportunity, right? The coolest thing about rock bottom is you got nowhere else to fall, right? So the beauty in being in that position is you get to do a real life inventory check of your life. You see, the life that you live today is the amalgamation of choices that you made. And ultimately, we're all born with free will. So by going out and realizing that I'm here because of me, I put myself here because of my choices, that allowed me to take the first step in realizing that if I don't make a different choice, I'm not gonna have a different life. One of my favorite all-time quotes is that if nothing changes, then nothing will change. And so that is an Eliism, but I say that to say you have to decide. Number one, you deserve more, because you do. Number two, you have to decide you're gonna take action. And number three, you gotta decide that you're gonna show up every single day to make sure that you do what it takes in order to get out of your position that you're in. So how did I do it? Well, the first thing I started doing was changing the circle of people that I hung out with. I started removing friends. I started reading new books. I started talking to different people and finding new circles of people that had what I wanted going on in their life to get around them. And in doing so, I was able to find a little taste of success. Now, what I also learned about, changing my paradigm and changing the people I talk to and changing my environment is that you'll find success where you're looking for it. And success always leaves clues. So all I had to do was find the people who wanted what I had and do exactly what they did. And in doing so, that allowed my mindset to change. And now my mindset is, it's my turn to now turn around and give back to those that are in a position that they don't want to be in and they need a vehicle to help them get out. That's what real estate wholesaling and real estate investing can do for you. It did it for me. It does it for many, many people. The most millionaires are created in real estate. That's a saying that goes without saying because it's the truth. All you got to do is find the right vehicle, get it in, press that gas and hold that throttle down until you get to the life of your dreams, and you can have whatever success you want to have. So the mindset that it takes is, number one, you got to be coachable. Find someone that has the life that you live you want to live, so that way you can do what they do to get the life that they have in your own version. Number two, you've got to have faith. You got to make sure that you do this without second guessing, because a confused mind always says no. And if you're in 1 foot in and 1 foot out and you don't fully commit, you're never gonna have the level of success that you really dream that is possible for you. You see, your dreams are out there waiting for you, and all you gotta do is take one step and put 1 foot in front of the other until you actually get that. As cliche as it sounds, the journey to 1,000 miles is done in every single step that you take. So take this information, use the information you're getting from me on this YouTube channel, or find anything else that you want to get into, whether that might be day trading, that might be e-commerce, that might be Amazon, that might be trucking, that might be any of the things that are out there. Those are, a few of the most common ones. And take that vehicle and ride it as far as it's going to take you, because one business is going to turn into the next business if you let it. Have the right mindset, have the right approach, have faith in your journey, and one day I will see you at the top. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for joining. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.